Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hope you have a great day. I'm here joined with Ron Deering, one of our many members and my leader, who's going to tell you a little bit about the business. And we're absolutely excited about this. And pretty much over to you, Ron.
Well, good morning, Declan. And first off, I want to thank you, and I'm honored and blessed to be working with you and allowing me to speak to your audience this morning. We are on an amazing journey. And for those of you who are on and are following this and are watching the replay, certainly if you're watching a replay, put hashtag replay on this so that we know that you're coming into it from the recorded version or the replay version. I want to tell you a little bit about my story and how I got involved in it and why I'm so excited and passionate and the vision I have with this business, and exactly, why you need to, above all things, reach out to Declan and comment below or private message him and ask him to find out exactly what you need to do next to get involved with what we have going here. So about a year and a half or so ago, I was actually in Las Vegas, and I was at a convention for another company, and I was visiting our youngest son, who is in the Air Force. He's a pilot in the U.S. Air Force and stationed there in Vegas. And for about a couple of weeks before that, I was having a little bit of indigestion. And I don't usually get indigestion. I probably should have been a little bit more concerned, but, I took some antacids and some Tums and everything was fine. And this was over Memorial Day weekend in 2017. And when I got home that Monday, the following Monday, thank goodness, my wife said, we're going to the hospital to find out what's going on here, because it just wouldn't go away. And when I got into the hospital, they did an EKG and said, it doesn't look too bad. You may need a stent or something. There's something going on here. You're not having a heart attack. And so they did an angiogram, and that's where they kind of go up through your leg and into your heart and check what's going on. And when I came to from that, they said, my wife was standing there and asked, how many stents do you think he needs? And they said, no. He's got 3 blocked arteries. We've got to open up his chest and do a bypass surgery. So they put me on life support overnight because they couldn't get to it till Tuesday, the next day. And when they finally did it late in the afternoon, I think it was like 6 o'clock in the afternoon when they finally got to me, I didn't see the surgeon until the next day, on Wednesday. And he said, everything went good, considering you didn't have 3 blocked arteries, you had 5, and we could only fix 4, so you had a quadruple bypass. And being the A-type personality that I am, I asked him, what do I need to do to get out of here? And he said, well, you can get out of here next Monday if you do everything, if you follow instructions, right? And we're going to talk a little bit about following instructions. But so I decided I'm going to not only follow instructions, but I'm going to follow instructions better than everybody else. And I'm going to go crazy. And the instructions were you had to get up and walk. So I was walking every day. And he came in to check on me on Saturday and said, I don't know what you've been doing, but we're letting you go. So 3.5 days after my surgery, I was released, and I had all new plumbing, and I was on a roll, ready to go. Well, 3 months afterwards, into my cardiac physical therapy, where you go and you work out with a group and you go on treadmills and you do cardiac and a little bit of strength training and so forth. I wasn't feeling so hot, and I told the people there, and they have remote monitors on you, and they said, well, your EKG looks fine, your blood pressure is fine, but we'll keep an eye on you. And about 5 minutes into the treadmill, I thought I was going to die. I was in so much pain, and because I'm a veteran, I left there and went around the corner to the veterans office, literally walked out, got in my car, drove around the corner, and they did a full workup on me. And the next thing I know, the doctor's coming in and she's asking me if I have anybody I can call. And I'm like, yeah, my wife, why? We've called the ambulance. We've called 911. You're having a heart attack. And so they rushed me back around the corner into the hospital. And it turned out that 2 of the grafts that they did in the quadruple bypass failed, collapsed. And I was actually this time having a heart attack. First time I didn't. And they had to put stents in. But luckily enough, no damage to my heart or anything, but they had to put 4 stents in. So it was kind of like starting from square one again. And that was September of 2017. So I got introduced to this business in May of 2018. And the reason I tell you that story is because within that time frame, I had my business has gone by the wayside, and I had a lot of things that I had to come to grips with medication that puts you to sleep and medication that deteriorates your joints and your muscles and all of these side effects. And so when I got introduced to this business of CBD oil, I was intrigued, amazed, astonished, and just passionate about what I believed this could do. And that was about the second week of May. I didn't do a whole lot the first couple of those last 2 weeks of May because, again, I was getting my medication. We didn't get the product in until the end of the month. But when we did, it was coincidental to my wife just going through rotator cuff surgery on her left shoulder. And 2 years before, she had her right shoulder done, and it was every 6 hours narcotic pain pills. And she hated that. She was miserable. This time now we got the product, CBD oil, and the CBD cream, which is like Bengay or one of those on steroids. And she never had to take a pain narcotic. She never had any pain pills. It was just our CBD oil, this little miracle in a bottle, we call it, and our pain cream, and took her through the recovery on the surgery, all of her physical therapy on the surgery without ever taking it. For me, after 3 months of being on the CBD oil, I went in for my 3-month checkup to my cardiologist, and the checkup before that, he was concerned, even though my cholesterol wasn't high, it was about 160 total, which for any normal person, that's fine. But because I had stents, he wanted my bad cholesterol, which was at about 109, he wanted that down around 75. And, wanted me to get on a Mediterranean diet. I don't know, I guess that means the US diet isn't good, or the UK diet, or, we had to do the Mediterranean, all of these things and that. And I wish I could tell you that I did all that. I changed my diet. I do eat less bacon, I'm making an effort, But the only thing I really changed was that I started doing the CBD oil in the morning and evenings before I went to bed. And when I went in for my 3-month checkup, he was literally dancing down the hallways because he couldn't believe my blood work. My overall cholesterol is barely over 100, and my bad cholesterol is down to 63, something he's never seen before. So June became that first full month in the business, and I told my wife, we are going to get to 5K affiliate. That's our first big promotion in the company. We're going to make 5K affiliate this month. We're going to go for it. I am going to build this. This is my last hurrah. I'm 66 years old. We are going to have some great success and leave a legacy. And little did I know that 19 days into the month, I zipped past 5K affiliate and hit 10K affiliate, rank advanced 2 ranks in 19 days, and ended up closing the month out at 24,000, which is just under the 25, a third rank of 25K affiliate. And it's been a whirlwind, amazing journey since. So I'm sure your question and your audience's questions especially are, what made you choose this business? What were the things that got you excited and made you make a decision that obviously now we're finding out is an amazing decision, a great decision, and one that's life-changing for so many people? Well, it was 5 things, and I want to talk about those 5 things real quickly here. First off, it was the corporate leadership, okay? And the corporate leadership with Josh and Jenna Zweigel is amazing. Here's a couple that have come from the field work, come from being millionaire leaders themselves in network marketing out in the field, and created a company back in 2014 and have designed a business tailored to the field. And that leads me into number 2, which was the compensation plan. After being in network marketing for 40 plus years myself, I've never seen a compensation plan like this. 85% of every dollar goes back to the field of the business volume. And again, Josh has promised that he will never do anything to the comp plan that doesn't put more money back into our pockets. So you've got amazing corporate leadership, the compensation plan, a product that, as you can see with the testimonies of just my wife and I, but thousands and thousands of people that it's helping, is cutting edge. It puts us in a place that I believe we are going to be involved in the largest shift in health and wealth in my lifetime for sure.
Oh, yeah.
The fourth thing is a system. They put together a system. They have embraced social media. They've embraced the latest and greatest in technology and incorporated that with a system that almost virtually builds our business for us on autopilot. You still have to do the work. You still have to get people into the system. You still have to go out there and get people exposed to what we're doing. But once you do all of that, it takes over and it builds your business. And the last but not least is the field leadership. And the field leadership to me was one of the biggest things. When I saw, Aron Parker is a six-figure earner in the business in network marketing, and he's my sponsor. But even more so, Robert Hollis above him, who is an eight-figure earner, created 55 millionaires, and is number 13 in the world in lifetime incomes ever. This guy came out of retirement to build a business for his wife. And he did his research. He did his due diligence. He looked and searched. And when he was going through that search process, Jenna Zweigel just kept coming up. And his search process is he's talking to other 7- and 8-figure earners saying, what do you hear? What's out there? What do you see that's doing the best? And what do you see that's really making an impact on people's lives? And who do you see out there that is really building a business and having incredible success? And Jenna's name kept coming up. So he reached out to Jenna and came out of retirement and is doing amazing things, is growing faster than any team in the company. And we are on that team. So that's why I got involved. That's why I got excited. That's why I got passionate. That's why I have such an amazing vision. And we are closing in on 1,000 people in 7.5 months on our team. And things are just exploding, right? So I'm sure Declan will tell you that's what's got him so excited, and he's bouncing off the walls. Between the two of us, we get probably 3 hours of sleep a night. Because you just can't. You can't contain yourself because we're impacting. So the success is only the success because we're impacting so many lives. I mean, the money's great and all of that, but what that really comes down to is the number of people that we're impacting in helping their physical lives and helping their financial lives. Yep. So I want to leave you with these two things. I want you to do two things because we've actually got 3 gifts to give you today, okay? One gift is Robert Hollis is authorized Declan and I to give you his training and all of his knowledge and wisdom, thousands of dollars that he normally charges for absolutely free. You have to do one thing. You have to reach out and ask. You have to ask Declan, give me the free training. He will add you to the vision team. He'll share with you the videos to watch to get the free training and so forth. The other thing is that within this free training, Robert's going to be talking about taking a free tour, and you need to do that. You need to take this free tour so that you can see exactly what we're talking about in this business, the company, the products, the vision of Jen and Josh Weigel. There's a video in there. It's about an hour long that you can stop and play and take it. It's your time to see that. But you've got to ask Declan for his link to take this tour. You're missing out if you don't take the tour. You're missing out if you don't reach out for the free training. And the last thing is that he can give you another free gift of over 100 free audiobooks. But you have to ask. So you've got thousands of dollars worth of training, thousands of dollars worth of free audiobooks, a free tour to see exactly what we're doing. And here's your only requirement. Ask. Comment below, private message Declan. I want the free gifts. Hook me up. And I don't care if you have to use your phone, pigeons, email, whatever it is that you need to do to reach out to him. But you have the opportunity right now I liken it to being back in that garage with Bill Gates and Paul Allen and the founders of Microsoft. Can you imagine if you were back there, Declan? If you and I were back there sitting there and we were given the opportunity to jump on board with this, new technology, what Microsoft was doing, knowing what we know now about Microsoft, right? Wow.
Wow.
Well, we're giving you that opportunity right now because Forbes and the financial advisors of the world are saying the CBD industry is going to be the next $1 trillion industry with a T. And it's just starting. It's just beginning. It's just on the baby stages. And our company is positioned right now. We have been rated the #1 company, the largest company selling CBD oil, the purest of the pure, the best of the best. Other companies are going to come along, and that's great. But right now, you have an opportunity to jump in the Microsoft of CBD oil. You don't want to be here 6 months or a year from now going, Declan, why didn't I listen? Why didn't I listen? Okay, you need to reach out. So that's what I've got to say to you. Please reach out. Please private message Declan. He is an amazing young man that is going to take this to the top with or without you. You've just got to make the decision whether or not you want to be on this rocket ship with him. So Declan, again, thank you so much. I am honored and blessed that you've asked me to be talking to your audience. And again, reach out to him. Thank you, and God bless you.
No, thank you so much. No, absolutely. I'm so excited for what this company can do. And personally, I've been trying the oil. I've tried it for about I'd say about 3 weeks. Mind blown for the difference, especially for mental health as well as physical. It's absolutely fantastic, and as well as the sprays. No, I'm really, as we say, stoked in America.
That's Declan and I's new word, stoked, because in the U.S. we use that word all the time. They're just hearing it now, kind of in the U.K. with a lot of us, and so we're stoked. We are on fire and ready to go. So absolutely. God bless you. Thank you all for being here with us today, and I can't wait to see you on many more of these as Declan is building his business. So, absolutely. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.